Yo! What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 21 Ultimate Team video. It's Saturday, it's the day before the Super Bowl, and unfortunately, there is no content in MUT. Gotta feel a little disappointed today. I know I am, I'm sure a lot of you guys are. I was hoping we get something. We thought maybe Ultimate Legends would be coming because the end of the regular Saturday Legends is over. But it now looks like more than likely Ultimate Legends will be coming next weekend, the weekend after the Super Bowl. And again, today we got nothing. So in this video, we're going to be going over the best options, 100% accuracy. We're going to make you some coins on what to do with your Super Bowl predictor tokens. Now, real quick, before we do that, later tonight on Twitch and basically all weekend, I have the 7 to 9 time slot, but all weekend on Twitch, there's several different creators. The full schedule is here on your screen. You guys can go check out all of these streams. There's drops in the streams, there's giveaways, there's some pretty solid giveaways. Tyreek Hill 97 overall is one of them. So make sure you guys go check all of that out on Twitch for the entire Super Bowl weekend leading up to the game. Let's talk about the predictor tokens. Now, very important. My apologies, this video came out so late, but you still got time if you're watching it right now. Go play your solos. These solos do not take very long, but they do expire tonight, Saturday, February 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So basically, all you have to do is get 2 stars on each of these solos. I'd recommend playing it on the max stars. Don't worry about the bonus objective too much. I mean, if you want to go for it, but to me, just want to get those predictor tokens, and once you get all of these solos done, well, every time you get a solo done, you get 1 predictor token for a total of 14, and remember, you have to get it at least on 2 stars to get the predictor token. Once you get all those solos done, you get all your predictor tokens, you're going to head over to the sets under the Super Bowl section and go to predictor. Now, there's 23 sets and only 14 predictor tokens, so we got to be a little bit smart. I broke down a bunch of numbers here for you. I'm going to give you the best scenarios, in my opinion, on where to use these tokens. And a big thing with me here is I want to guarantee myself some coins. So what we're going to do here is hedge our bets on the first 6 options. So we have Chiefs win, Buccaneers win, coin toss heads, coin toss tails, Chiefs score first, Bucs score first. One of these things has to happen in each situation. Somebody has to win this game. The coin toss has to land on heads or tails, and then somebody has to score first. So, what I'm going to do, and this is what I've done in years past, if you feel extremely confident that the Chiefs are going to win, or you're a Chiefs fan, by all means, go for it. Go with the Chiefs only. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hedge my bet. I've already completed one of these, and keep in mind that you can repeat some of these, so I believe it's repeatable up to 3 times for the who scores first, and then also who wins. But basically, I'm going to put 1 token in each of these, so it guarantees me coins. Now, obviously, it guarantees me that I'm going to lose as well, but I feel more safe knowing that I'm going to get at least something out of this. So once you complete one of these sets, you're going to get a collectible back, basically showing what you picked. This will quick sell for whatever amount is shown on there. So 5K for this one. So if the Chiefs win, this will quick sell for 5K. It's not going to update as soon as the game ends, guys. It's probably not going to update Monday. Likely Tuesday is when it will update, so do have a little bit of patience. I'm sure I'll still get tweets and comments about this that it's not updating, but just keep that in mind. It's not going to update as soon as the game's over. So we're going to do the same thing with the Bucs. We're going to put it in there, and because the Chiefs are favored in the game in real life, you only get 5K if the Chiefs win, 8K if the Bucs win. So if you want to go underdog and just go in on the Bucs, you certainly can as well. But again, I'm hedging my bets. I'm putting 1 in both, so I'm guaranteeing myself coins. Now again, keep in mind, this is repeatable, so you can do it up to 2 more times for each team. Same thing with the coin toss. One way it's going to be heads, one way it's going to be tails. I know everybody says tails never fails, but sometimes it does. So I'm going to be safe here, and we're going to put 1 collectible in each of these. Again, we get the collectible back, showing the choice that we made, and then that will quick sell for the value, assuming that it went, well, it goes one way or another. Incorrect, it's going to quick sell for 100K. Correct, it's 600K, or 6,000, I should say. And then the last one that we're going to do the double on here, hedge our bets, is who scores first. Now, I've already done the Chiefs. That was the very first one that I did. We'll go ahead and put another collectible in for who scores first on the Bucs. And we have now used 6 of our 14 tokens, and we're going to use the rest of them, but I'm going to break them down into certain sections. We're next going to talk about MVPs. This one is a little tough, right? Because there's some very tempting options. Now, we have MVP Mahomes, MVP Brady. They both play quarterback. Quarterbacks, I looked up the history, 50, I believe, 4 Super Bowls. And out of those Super Bowls, we've had 30 quarterbacks win the MVP. So that's roughly about 55% of every Super Bowl MVP was a quarterback. Now you look at the names. Mahomes won it last year. He's an MVP in this league, right? And then Brady's been there a million times. You just have to think, whoever wins, the quarterback's going to be the MVP, right? So I feel pretty confident putting one of these items in, or one of these tokens in each of these 2 sets, just because of, these are both the leaders of the team. History shows that quarterbacks normally win, but then you have, a couple tempting options here. Tyreek Hill getting the MVP, it's a long shot, but 40K, that's a lot of coin. And I know a lot of people are going to be remembering what he did to the Bucs in the regular season. He went absolutely ham. He had like 200 receiving yards in the first quarter. I think Tampa Bay learns from their mistakes, and they're not going to let that happen again. Tyreek might have a good game, but I don't think it's going to be that good. And then you got Leonard Fournette. I mean, the Bucs, they could just give him the ball a bunch of times around the goal line, and he could pile up some touchdowns. And then all of a sudden, you got an 80K quick sell. Very, very tempting. I'm going to make the smart decision and pick the likelihood that one of these 2 things happens. Again, going with the percentage, 55% of the time it's a quarterback. I like the odds that Mahomes or Brady gets it, so I'm going to use 2 more tokens. We used 6 already. This would be number 7, and here comes number 8. 8 of our 14 tokens now used up. I'm putting 1 on MVP for Mahomes, 1 on MVP for Brady. Now, the next section that we're going to kind of break down here is who scores the first touchdown. And this is more of a guess to me, so I don't really have the greatest answer on why I'm picking what I'm picking. But we have Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Leonard Fournette, Mike Evans, and then the field. So, in my opinion, one of your tokens absolutely has to be on the field. Somebody other than those 4 guys mentioned. So we're putting 1 token in there. The other thing that I'm going to do here is basically I'm going to take a look at these 4 options, and I'm just going with my gut on these. So we got Fournette, Mike Evans for the Bucs. I'm just going to say the Bucs run their first touchdown in, if they get the first touchdown, right? So I'm putting 1 token in Fournette. You can definitely put it in Mike Evans. I'm sure that is where Brady's going to be looking in the red zone. He's a tall receiver. He's good with those jump balls. They're going to throw it to him more than likely. This one is just more of a gut feeling. And then same thing here. Just because Travis Kelce's been so good, Tyreek's more of a stretch the field guy, right? You think that the likelihood of a big play happening is probably going to be a little slim, right? Against the Bucs defense, they're playing really well right now. But maybe there's a red zone opportunity. First touchdown, Travis Kelce. He excels in the red zone, so we're going to go with Kelce there. Again, these are more gut picks. I have no numbers to back these up. I'm just kind of going with my feeling there. But if you guys want to go, do otherwise, I certainly understand. Then we have a bunch of statistical ones, right? And these are interesting. I also want to point out, if you notice, we talked about the solos expiring at 6. Also, completing these sets expires at 6 o'clock Eastern tonight. Tonight being Saturday, the day before the Super Bowl. So make sure you make your choices before 6 as well. So we have Patrick Mahomes, 325 passing yards. Tyreek Hill, 92 receiving yards. Travis Kelce, 94 receiving yards. Kansas City, as a team, 113 rushing yards. Then we have Brady with 295 passing, Evans with 63 plus receiving, Godwin with 77 plus receiving, and then Tampa Bay with 98 plus rushing. I looked up a lot of stats throughout the season, and again, I am aware that Tyreek Hill went off on the Bucs and that Mahomes was throwing him the football. Keeping all of that in mind, I think the Bucs make better adjustments this time around. Let's check the numbers on these. Will Patrick Mahomes go over 325 passing yards? He's done it 8 of 17 times this season. This includes the playoffs. All of these stats will include the playoffs. That's 47% of the time. So it's not above 50. I'm not too excited about this one. Also, if you take a look, the Bucs throughout the entire season only allowed about 264 passing yards per game against all of their opponents. So I don't really like this one. I'm going to pass on it. Next one, Tyreek Hill, 92 plus yards receiving. Again, we know he had the big game against the Bucs before. He's done this 7 out of 17 times this season, 41%. Not very good there. So I don't like those numbers. I'm passing on this one. Next one, Travis Kelce, 94 receiving yards. He's done it 9 of 17 times. That's 53%. I like the numbers there. It just works in their favors. So just judging by that, of course, this doesn't equal that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean this is absolutely going to happen. I'm just playing the number game here and kind of going with the more likely thing that's going to happen. And I'm putting a collectible in the Travis Kelce set for 94 plus receiving yards. And then the last one, Kansas City, 113 rushing yards. Well, on the season, the regular season, they average 112. In the playoffs, they've averaged 118. So that would seem pretty good, right? Tampa Bay's defense has only allowed about 85.5 rushing yards per game. So I like what the Chiefs are doing, but the Bucs defense says otherwise against the run. I'm going to pass on this one. Next up, Tom Brady, 295 passing yards. He's done this 9 out of 19 times in the season. That's 47%. It's not above 50. I don't like it already. And then we take a look at the Kansas City defense. They've allowed 236 passing yards per game. That's also under 295. I'm going to pass on it. Next one, Mike Evans, 63 plus receiving yards. He's done this 7 of 19 times this season. That is 36%. I don't like those odds at all. Chris Godwin, 77 plus receiving yards. He's done it 8 of 15 times this season. That's 53% of the time. I like the odds. That's what I'm going with. Again, I know a lot of you might have your gut feeling that Brady throws for a bunch, Mahomes throws for a bunch. I'm going with the numbers. That's why I'm choosing these. And remember, you can repeat these as well if you feel pretty confident in them. And then the last one, Tampa Bay. We got one collectible to use. Where are we going to use it? Tampa Bay, 98 plus rushing yards. Well, on the regular season, as a team, they averaged about 95. So we're pretty close to 98. In the playoffs, they've averaged 115. That's above 98. Kansas City rush defense throughout the season has allowed 122 rushing yards per game. Could they play better in the Super Bowl? Absolutely. But the numbers tell me Kansas City is going to give up some rushing yards. I'm going with Tampa Bay, 98 plus rushing yards as a team for the game. And I believe that's it. Those are all my collectibles. We can't use any more. You guys let me know which ones you agree with for me, which ones you disagree. Let's make some coins together. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.